Welcome back to Speak Your Truth with Charlie. How's everybody doing? Happy Wednesday to you. So, normally on Wednesday, I take my shot. If you guys saw it was quite a while ago, but my previous video that I did on the channel, and basically I talked about me being on Ozempic. So, I'm not on Ozempic anymore. This is actually a full box that I have. I was taking the 2 milligrams. I'm no longer on Ozempic. I haven't taken Ozempic in like a month and a half. But I am currently on Mounjaro, okay? And this is 5 milligrams. I started at 2.5. And so this is how Mounjaro looks, okay? So you basically take this off, right? And then you have your needle inside. It's a part on here where it says lock and unlock. You're gonna have to unlock it, right? And so now I'm ready to inject. So I'm gonna go ahead and inject. I inject on a different side every time that I inject. I used to do that even with the Ozempic. So I'm gonna do it so you guys can hear. So today is a left injection of my stomach, and you're gonna hear clicks. And now it's injecting. You hear the second click. That's the needle pulling back up. And then I just hold in place for probably a good 6 to 8 seconds, and we're almost there. And then I'll go ahead and take it out. Okay, so that's it. Ready to take out. The injection is done. And then you can go ahead and put that back in if you want to just seal off the needle. And that's it. And we're done. So it's quite different than the Ozempic, because with the Ozempic one, you had to put a needle in and all that. The needle and everything is in the Mounjaro, so you don't have to worry about that. Also, with the Mounjaro, you could go up so many milligrams, right? So I was at 2.5, then you go to 5, and then I'll increase again probably before the ending of this month. So you could go up in doses. You could go all the way up to 16 milligrams so that you could get help. Now, my whole purpose, a lot of people got on this just for weight loss. For me, it was really hard for me to lose weight, and you guys could put in the comments if you've had that issue. Also, I have an insulin issue. So my insulin increased. As your insulin increases, then you have an issue with losing weight, okay? And so my insulin has went up to, 34? And now I'm on medication to lower that, along with the Mounjaro and, my eating habits, those are a threefold thing that's working together, right? To help with me losing weight. And so, okay, so yesterday I had did a video. I haven't put it on the channel yet, but I did a video about me being off of Ozempic and basically me being on Mounjaro. So I wanted to give you guys some facts about the two and some other or another injection that is being given in the same way of being used, okay? So Ozempic is one, Mounjaro is the one that I'm on right now, but they also have Wegovy, if I'm saying that right. And that's the one that has the most side effects, you guys. But I definitely want to give you guys a disclaimer so that you could go and check out these different products for yourself. I don't want you to ever take what I'm saying, but that was one of the reasons too. I've been on Ozempic prior to me getting off of it, probably about a year. And it was so many different things because it was a new product. So you didn't know too much about it, right? And to be perfectly honest, when I first got on Ozempic, I was throwing up, but I didn't tell the doctor because, when you're trying to lose weight, right, you just want anything to work. And I didn't want to give up too early. I was also getting nauseous quite a bit, where I felt like I wanted to throw up. Even sometimes I threw up. But sometimes I just had an upset stomach. So they gave me a pill that I would just put under my tongue to counteract that. So I would say that was the first 2 months I was feeling sick. So, but I wanted to get to my next step with Ozempic, and I believe they started me off at 1 milligram. So I wanted to get to the next dose. The next dose was 1.5, then you go to 2 and 2.5. That's the highest Ozempic goes in the amount of milligrams. You can't get any higher. So that means that you can't get to your weight loss even more. It's amazing though. Even all my doctors have told me the fact that I lost 60 pounds with Ozempic. Most people lose 20 to 25 pounds. You could definitely check with your physician on that, but my physicians have told me that's how much people, they never go over that. And so for me to have lost 60 pounds, my doctors say, well, you had to have changed a lot with your diet and worked in harmony with taking the Ozempic for you to have had so much weight loss, So I'm really proud of that. But at the same time, a lot of things have been coming out, so I want to make you guys aware of that as well, because I do a lot of research. I'm not just saying something out of the side of my head. What's been happening right now with Ozempic is a lot of people have been going in for surgery that have taken Ozempic because they're having their intestines are getting blocked, okay? And so they're having to cut out that blockage. And if you don't get to that blockage soon enough, then you could die. A lot of people have been dying behind that. And that's not worth it just for weight loss, right? Would you agree? So a lot of people get nausea, the vomiting, the diarrhea, as I mentioned. I got the diarrhea as well. The vomiting, I got the nausea. Actually, the nausea with the Ozempic, like I told you, I've been on it for a year. The nausea stayed pretty much the whole year. So I would just always have to use those tablets and put underneath my tongue. Now the diarrhea stopped. The constipation was still there. Let's see. You're going to have the decreased appetite, but that's the whole thing, and that's going to help you to lose the weight. So you definitely do want that part. And then a lot of people have been getting cancer too with Ozempic. Constipation. I mentioned the vomiting as well. Now with the Mounjaro, you get some of those things too. You're going to get the vomiting, you're going to get the diarrhea, the decreased appetite. Now I've only gotten the decreased appetite since I started on it. I've been on the Mounjaro now 3 weeks. I don't have any side effects really with the Mounjaro that I noticed. Some people get an irritation when they, to the site where they're putting the needle in. I don't have that irritation. I don't feel lightheaded. I don't have none of the diarrhea that I had with the Ozempic. I'm not having the constipation. I'm not having the bloated ness that I was getting with the Ozempic. The vomiting, I haven't vomited one time. I still, have my appetite, but it's not elevated or anything like that. What else? And then they say you get heartburn. I haven't got the heartburn with the Manjaro, and I've been on it 3 weeks. The first week I lost 2 pounds, and in these last 2 weeks I've lost 8 pounds. So I could see that I'm, progressing. When I first started, my doctor started me on 2.5 milligrams. I am now on 5 milligrams. And so we're going to see how that 5 milligrams work. I have 2 boxes of the Manjaro in my refrigerator. You have to refrigerate it, all of it. With the Wegovy, if I'm saying that right, the side effects with that, so I already told you with the Manjaro, it's nothing stating that you could get cancer from it. That's one of the pluses for me. And if you notice, the only thing you get is vomiting, diarrhea, decreased appetite, heartburn, constipation, injection site reaction. Not that many things, right? That can harm you ultimately. And so that's why I wanted to go with that one. It took me a good 6 to 8 months of trying to get my insurance to let me get that one. And then I had to basically get letters from my doctors. So my primary doctor, I also go to preventative medicine. They submitted a letter as well. My worker with my insurance submitted for me to also get this particular product because they didn't want to hinder my weight loss. And because it goes up to 16 milligrams, the Manjaro does, you can have more weight loss, right? And so they finally approved it, and I was so happy that it was approved. But with Wegovy, and you spell that Wegovy, okay? That one in particular, the insurance wanted to approve me for that. Actually around the same time that I wanted to get the Manjaro, and I was like, no, because as soon as I looked it up, it was so many side effects. I mean, so many side effects. And I just felt like that was going to be a hindrance. It was like shortness of breath. First of all, I got asthma. So why do I want more shortness of breath? But I'm going to give you some of the side effects, and these are just some of them that I wrote down here for you. Thyroid, tumors, including cancer, swelling in your neck, hoarseness, trouble swallowing, shortness of breath, dizziness, runny nose, upset stomach, headache, belching, gas, fatigue. And it mentioned cancer again, that you could get thyroid cancer. So, honey, when I see that all these things about cancer with that particular one, that's a negative for me. So, definitely, if you're taking any of these products as well, you want to do your own research. You want to, I always say, don't trust the doctors. Don't trust what they're telling you. Always be proactive in whatever you do, because it's going to hinder you the most. You're the person that you have to be looking after. So always make sure that you're being proactive in your health, whatever that is. I've had so much weight loss thus far, and I still have a goal to get to. I'm going to work on getting a scale as well, because, obviously when you have put on some pounds, right, you don't necessarily want to see what your weight loss is, right? But I go to the doctor pretty often, so I'm weighing myself at the doctor. And that's how I knew that I had weight loss, because I'm writing it down. I'm journaling, all of those type of things, and I'm keeping track of my calorie intake and all of those type of things that you want to do when you're on your weight loss journey. So if you guys are on that same weight loss journey with me, all I can say to you is just stay at it. It's a process, you know what I mean? It's not going to happen overnight, because those pounds didn't get on you overnight, right? Just stay with it, stay the course, don't get disappointed, because you will have your points. Like after I lost the 60 pounds, it seemed like it was a good 2 to 3 months that I was at a standstill. I wasn't gaining weight, I wasn't losing weight. And I was like, why is the weight not going anywhere? You know what I mean? And then I found out that with my insulin issue, my insulin level was going up. So that was hindering my weight loss, right? So now I take medication, and I'll probably put in the comment section, not the comment section, but I will, make sure to note that for you guys, so that you can know what those pills are. If you have that same issue, maybe you could let your doctor know, so that you can maybe try that. Everything is with your doctor, because each person is different. So I can only give you some of the information that I've had that has helped me, and then maybe you could let your doctor know if you're having that same insulin situation where your insulin is rising, right? You don't have sugar diabetes, you're not a pre-diabetic, but your body is producing insulin. That's what mine is. And so when my insulin gets too high, which it was at a 34, since I started taking the medication, it went down to a 24. And I'm going to get blood work again this month to see if it's decreased anymore. And so I've been on that medication now for, I want to say, a little over a month. So I'm hoping I have some more decreases in my insulin level. So that is definitely important with your weight loss, so that you can lose weight. Because when your insulin goes too high, another thing that I was told by my doctor at preventative medicine is that once your insulin level goes too high, it decreases you from being able to lose weight as well. So those are all the things that have to be working in accord for you to get to your weight loss goals, right? So I just wanted to share that information. If you guys have any questions and I can answer them, I surely will. But definitely, again, do your own research. You know your body, just like I know my body. You know your body, and you know what's going to work for you. But there are different avenues that you can take in speaking with your primary doctor to be able to assist you with those weight loss goals as well. And I'm really taking advantage of all of the help that I can get to that next level of my weight loss journey. And I've been really, I think this is the first time, because even in my 20s, I would lose weight rather quickly. But this is the first time it's taken a little longer for it to come off. But I'm actually enjoying the process, right? Because, I went up and down in the scale, but, I think this is the most I'm appreciating the weight loss. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, I could lose 20 pounds real quick when I was in my 20s, to get in that perfect dress, that little black dress or whatever that I wanted to wear for a different event. And so I knew I could lose the weight, so that wasn't a big thing. But as you get older, like now I'm 47. In August I'll be 48. the weight doesn't drop off as quickly as it once did, right? And so you appreciate it more. I think I appreciate it more. I'm not saying for you, but for me, I appreciate it more now. And I'm loving being able to get in my little dresses that I haven't been able to fit for I don't know how long, you know what I mean? Or my new dresses that I've gotten, and I'm seeing myself in them, and I'm loving, to see myself in them, and it makes me feel good about me. So it's all of those type of things that you look forward to when you're in your weight loss journey. And so anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I hope that this information has been helpful for you. And again, if you have any questions, I can answer them. Please go ahead and put them in the comment section. Make sure you're liking, subscribing, and sharing. It really does help the channel to grow. And until next time, you guys, bye-bye.